There's a guitar that was always following me. Somewhere between a shadow and a ghost. Let me take you back to the beginning.
"1968 was a wild time.
If we are going to meet the responsibilities which time and events have placed upon us.
The music was psychedelic, movies were in outer space, and fashion was kaleidoscopic. Fender was founded on breaking the mold, and they were ready to shake things up. Meanwhile, cling foil was everywhere. This isn't your grocery store aluminum foil. This adhesive-packed decorative product could be used to add a splash of color to everything from bookcases to lunchboxes. Somebody at Fender had the inspired idea to try this on guitars. Out came Paisley red and blue flowered Telecasters and Telecaster basses. Then someone at Fender had the even more inspired idea to send a Paisley red Telecaster to James Burton. Burton brought it on stage for an Elvis concert. Elvis looked around, saw the guitar, did a double take. Burton panicked. He'd never done anything like this before. He apologized profusely to Elvis, saying, "I'll never play this again." Elvis looked him straight in the eye, smiled and said, "No. From now on, that's all he'll play."
From the very beginning, this pattern has been following me. From the moment I was born, when they wrote my last name on the birth certificate. Growing up in West Virginia only solidified things. It's an area where music is so important. Old-timey music and country music and rockabilly and all these things that we think of as the foundation of modern music. It really was crafted in those hills, and for me, the desire to be a part of this world where I was born has everything to do with that. I remember the first time I saw a Paisley Tele. I felt like I was suddenly a part of an insider club. It's unreal that my own last name is one of the coolest finishes I think Fender's ever done. So when I got a record deal, I knew I needed to play a Paisley Tele. I'd always wanted one, so I went to the Arlington Guitar Show in Texas with the explicit desire to come home with a Paisley Tele. I have to sort through thousands of guitars to find the right one, and there it is. And instantly felt like, oh, this is me. I call it Old Pink. Years later, I walk in Chicago Music Exchange looking for a guitar I can turn into a Paisley. Like, do you have a 68 that's been refinned that I could fix up? They're like, yeah, we got a black one. So I take it home, and the next thing you know, we're going to put the Paisley finish on it. I get a phone call from my friend Bill Crook. Brad, are you sitting down? You're not gonna believe this. That guitar's a Paisley Tele. Underneath the black paint was the most perfectly preserved Paisley paper, just waiting on somebody to discover it. I'd always wondered what made them settle on this red, and then why didn't they do blue? So a man named Alan Cross, he sees a Craigslist ad, Paisley ammo case, $50. And he sees in the picture, it's exactly the same pattern as a Paisley Tele, except it's bluish green. So he takes a hairdryer to it, and it comes right off the box. So he is now looking for the right person. And I said, well, I've got the guitar for it. I've got a 67 body and a 67 neck. So the day we got the paper in the mail and opened up this box, here's this iridescent, crazy beautiful, metallic, space-age substance, and it looked like a treasure map or the Dead Sea Scrolls. When you see how beautiful it looked, glistening in the sunlight, just looking like it's straight out of 1968. I needed to make this guitar. Putting this thing together, there's a magic that has to happen. It's got to be the right pickups. It's got to be the right neck. And this neck, this 67 neck that I had, it's just right. There's a dance that happens with a guitar where you have the right neck, right body, right electronics, and it leads to better music. I was putting together what would be the most perfect feeling Tele I've ever felt. So this is an attempt to sort of show what this lost color would have been, using the exact old paper. And that cling foil that you stuck on these guitars is so hard to replicate. It is so weird. And the more I learn about how they made these, the more baffled I am that they ever even tried. I couldn't believe when we finally got it on the body and finished that guitar that it even existed. Like, this could have very easily been this color in the first place. It's the best guitar I've ever had. And it just wouldn't stop throbbing.
And action, Brad.
Hi, I'm Brad Paisley. You've been watching the story of my 1967 lost Paisley. Up until now, I had the only one of its kind. But thanks to the Fender Custom Shop, there are 67 lost Paisley Telecasters, and you could have one too. Get authentic 60s tone with a borderline illegal blend of alder, paulownia, and spruce. Featuring a new substance called polyurethane covered in an old substance called lacquer for the finish. Also featuring this Seymour Duncan Custom Shop hand-wound set of lost Paisley pickups for no additional charge. This also features my favorite neck, a C-shaped maple cap right off of my 67 Tele. Also featuring this little device right here. It's a G-bender made by my friend Joe Glaser. I know what you're thinking. Why a G string and not a B string? Do I really need to explain that?
Go ahead.
To do this, we visited the original factory where they made this substance right here called cling foil. It wasn't easy, but we bought the place, renovated the machinery, blew in some new asbestos, and built a new smoking lounge for the elves to take their breaks, and cling foil shines again. If you think it looks good, wait till you hear it. Your ears will bleed with joy. Can I get some coffee?